Okay, welcome back to Let's Play Alan Wake, and I am starting the recording after it finished redoing all of the intro that we left off with last time. Um, so we're in the wonderfully
Creepy. The word you're looking for is
yeah.
creepy.
Um, I hate to say, it reminds me of a kid's room. It I think the writers were trying to infantilize the character a little bit.
Yes.
I mean, I do know adults that like this kind of decor, but it's uh, a bit
Uh,
interesting.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
You were about to say something?
yes. So yes, it is a bit infantilizing. I think they're like her obsession with Alan is like stems from um her childishness, but it's like that childishness isn't a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um I think that it's played for the creep factor in this case because it's juxtaposed with her obvious, like a much more adult desire for Alan.
And we saw the manuscript thing earlier that where she wants a Hollywood life, and the ranger that we killed last time we played um, wasn't going to give her that life, despite the fact that she really did like him.
Yeah. But she does not deserve this.
No,
Oh.
no.
Um. So before we go ahead, one of the things that I really like about this game.
Yeah.
So this is written through the lens of a writer who is living through one of their stories,
Yeah.
pretty much. Um, it's interesting that like he didn't set out when he wanted to try and save Alice and realized that his writing had power in whatever that other world writing desk area is. He didn't start writing a horror story, but it became a horror story because of the influence of the darkness, or the avatar of the darkness.
Right.
Um, it's interesting that the way, if you're a writer and you're used to writing stories, and
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
I thought I was safe. Sorry.
You're right.
it's okay.
I deserve more money.
Um,
I'm
the
so
whole idea
handsome.
The whole idea.
the whole idea of a story taking a life of its own is really stories like when you start telling a story, there are conventions and there are choices that you can make, and it's kind of like doing a choose your own adventure branching path thing, except there are no set branching paths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Narratively, you can do anything, but there are only a few things that will feel like they'll work
Right.
for characterization and for the direction of the story and where you want to be going.
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting, like him being stuck in the story and having to, live through it and trying to get to the end point is an interesting, was an interesting context for this. This didn't have to be a horror story. It's made into a horror story because of the nature of the darkness.
Right. I definitely feel that it's like the old saying that real life has no obligation to make sense, but stories do.
Yeah.
So I've definitely been in the situation of I'm writing a story and I could just randomly have this other thing happen that could happen in real life. Um, something similarly random could happen in real life, but it just wouldn't feel like a satisfying story.
Yeah.
It's kind of my um, distaste with. I mean, I haven't read Game of Thrones partially because of this attitude of, well, he kills people because that's what happens in real life and that kind of thing. And I
Yeah.
fairly certain
The
that's mostly the fans saying it and trying to sound clever, but
No, the real reason is that he's shocking the audience. He is attempting to elicit an emotional response from you by the seeming randomness of the death is not really random. Um it's a consequence of the actions of people, and yeah.
right. Okay. Let's see.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Okay. So this
My
is
gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
so this is where we left off. And there's a lot of things here I could go explore. Let's see. I'm guessing it wants me to take that path.
Let me tell you a secret.
Mm-hmm.
All paths lead to the same place.
Yeah, no, this is a very linear game. From what I can tell. Which kind of fits with the whole, it's a story come to life aesthetic.
Yep.
So okay, when I hear trailer park, I've never actually lived in one. I was thinking like an RV park or whatever. I wasn't thinking of like the prefab homes. I thought that was a different thing. Tells you how sheltered I've been, really. But
Yeah, I mean it's
rather
it might be
go on.
might be a local thing. Like
It
I,
all
I'm
go on.
I'm not sure I'd want to live in a trailer park in the mountains of New England.
Yeah, this is Washington, I believe, though, because it's the Northwest. But
Sorry, I just figured this was King Country.
yeah, we had this discussion before that we were surprised it was West Coast. Because it's always King, because we were thinking it was King Country. But no, I don't know if shelter is the proper thing. I think it's probably that my experience of poverty is a little bit different. Let's see.
You have white poverty.
In America, this is white poverty. This is what it kind of looks like. These kind of houses and all that. But mine's like living with family, apartment living.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know?
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had argument with Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, and, I'm just
something like that, Walt.
Yeah. Well, he's, Daddy's my best friend, and, they let me on bail today. And now I'm just alone here at the window, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. I think I better go.
Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
How can I be sure?
Yep. So anyway, probably, the difference between like white experience of poverty and other marginalized cultures is not what I was thinking of. It's just where people live. I've never really lived in a trailer park.
Yes.
I've lived in apartments. Sometimes my own apartment, mostly my own apartment, through work or otherwise, paying it myself. But living with family right now. Hey, look, thermos. And I've lived with family at other times in my life.
And that's okay. Maybe not overshare on the...
Yeah. So I'll probably...
That is a person in the distance there.
It is. Yeah, and I'll hit off on the personal stuff. Okay. Let's see. This is going to be bad. This is going to be so bad.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Make it easy on him.
Get after him. Don't let him get away. Move it.
Okay.
I'll have your chance if you let him get away.
Oh shit. Okay.
Do not go towards the light.
Yeah. I can't remember if Nightingale is actually Control or not. I think there was some implication of that.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think he's one of the smugglers. Or one of the people who steal stuff.
Oh, the possibly Quantum Break?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was mentioned in Control a couple times.
There! Freeze! Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
This way! Go! Wait!
Oh shit.
Don't move! I'm this way! Keep an eye out!
I am doing this absolutely horribly.
Fan out! God damn it! Where did he go? He slipped away! Keep an eye out!
It's a stealth section.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible.
It's not the worst stealth section in the world.
Oh no, it's more of a running section, honestly. In a game which you know, you have the stamina of,
Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
and out of, there is a page on your right, by the way.
Oh, I thought that was like a trap or something. Oh, joy. Now we're going into the darkness. Well, the darkness wants us to escape. Obviously.
Maybe it wants you for itself.
Nightingale, over.
Yep.
So Nightingale doesn't like what, sorry, the sheriff doesn't like what Nightingale's doing.
No, yeah, Nightingale, I think, is... I don't remember clearly, but my theory, my given Control, what I know from Control and what I can vaguely remember of watching this game, Nightingale is shady.
Yeah.
This way. Over here.
And I think he's gotten a lot of people killed here.
Oh, yes.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
It's Blake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
It's actively biting him in the ass. Yes, please do not try to take away the toy of the Eldritch monstrosity.
It's not a good plan.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
What the hell was that? Oh, that was birds. Oh no. Yep. That did not go well for you.
Thing is, they called in a helicopter for Alan.
Yeah.
Like, do we want to talk about overkill?
I would, but it's kind of par for the course here.
Yeah.
It is severe overkill.
Yep.
Also, you there, freeze! You're already shooting at me.
Yeah.
Oh, the coffee.
Also the radio.
I thought it was I thought there was a use thing over
This
there.
is James. Mulligan Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But they were... Hey, what are you doing? Come on. sit down and give me that. Jane, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both of them. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of drugged. Oh, there's another one. That's a different one.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Anything else to look at? Doesn't look like it. I think it's just a radio station saying, that's where you need to go. Okay.
Every time he drops, I think, oh no, he's going to break a leg.
I mean, he could probably break a leg and drop by dropping 2 feet.
Yeah. I mean, except that's not going to happen because then the story would stop.
Yeah.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Yeah, but you're now implicated in killing a lot of people he knows. Oh dear.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Great, so we need a flashlight.
Oh, spotlight.
Oh. Destroy the gate.
Yeah, that movie was terrible.
Which movie from Destroy the Gate?
The Gate. The movie The Gate was terrible.
Oh, right.
The old generator calmed
There's
down.
a couple different.
I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
There's a couple different The Gates, and they're all pretty terrible.
Yeah. Oh, the one I've seen has a kid who defeats the Eldritch Abomination with a firework.
Kick it. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that one. I think I've seen that in video stores, that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Wow, it just shakes itself apart.
Thermos on your right, too.
Oh, neat. Hello, useless collectible.
I think as we progress through the story, are you getting more stamina or health there?
I don't know. I haven't noticed.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it.
I've looked at it occasionally, and I've noticed it's not fully around the circle. So I've considered that maybe it's supposed to go up.
I swear it was shorter than that.
Wasn't really keeping a close eye on it. Oh, joy. Second verse, same as the first. Sort of. I have 5 batteries.
It's been sitting there on for... Does anyone know how long?
At least 5 minutes. No longer than 5 minutes, because that's how long an Energizer battery lasts.
Ah.
In this game, at least. Anyway, time for a new video.